down my spine. Adrenaline kicks and shifts into overdrive. Your secrets seep through sick, your lies keep you alive. Because every single time you roll the crooked dice. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, Omi, Definity, Devve, Marvel, Dacat update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Let's see what we have here. Actually, what we have here. Oh, yeah. Omi got listed as a Metaverse token. Thought that was pretty bullish. Before I go, if y'all can just smash that like button, that's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free, you know the non-free ways. I'll go over that again later. But for right now, we'll start off with, I just had a meeting with a client of mine, and this is like, now I'm not going to push it because I have enough, but the client was just like, Randy, everything is down. And I can, justify giving more money when things are up, but I can't when things are down. And it's like, that is the same exact, clearly it's someone that is successful in other areas, not in crypto, because they haven't been in crypto before. They've had a bunch of other investments do really, really well. And in this particular area, it's just not their expertise. It's not their forte, not their cup of tea, whatever you have. And again, their line of thinking here is like, well, when it starts to go up, then I'll put in more. Whereas when it starts to go up, I mean, you'll likely have lost out on probably double of the gains. Because now granted, if you buy down here, stuff can absolutely go lower. If you like, I know reverse Jim Cramer is right like 98% of the time. Maybe it's not that high, like 90, 94, 95% of the time. He had just like tweeted before, is like, hey, the market's ready to erase some of those gains, guys. So of course everyone in the comments like, we're sending, because he's most of the time wrong. However, let's do this thought experiment and say that he's right. You could put in more money here and things could absolutely go down more. Either way, the dude is not going to get the gains down here because it's not going to put in until things go up, which is, that is what it is. That's fine. But I just want you to know, I want people to know that I don't want to say it's okay to feel like that, because it's not, it's wrong, but you're not alone in your feelings. And a lot of times in investing, you have to kind of fight against your natural urges. In boxing, where I used to teach, as soon as people started getting hit, they would tense up and they would hold their breath. They would stop moving. They would just kind of freeze and wait for it to be over. And someone with even just a little bit of experience, when you see someone like hold and cover up, that's when you unleash, like try to get the elbows out of the way. And then when that happens, they move from the face, uppercut. Every single inexperienced fighter that I've ever had the pleasure or displeasure of teaching did the same exact thing. They natural instincts were to hold their breath and stop moving and cover. And covering up's not bad, but what a lot of times is supposed to do is, hey, you can grab the person, definitely don't stop breathing, and you definitely want to keep up the head movement. It seems that in crypto, a lot of people's first instincts are wrong. Same with fighting. Whereas like, oh, it's going down, I should sell, or it's like, I shouldn't dollar cost average here. Now, obviously, none of this is financial advice. This is just some of the stuff that I go over with my clients. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I know I was here early yesterday, 6 p.m. yesterday instead of 8. That was because I had a podcast this morning at 6 a.m. And I was like, I'm going to try to get some sleep beforehand. And I kind of did. I woke up for it, and then I went back to bed after. So that was fun. Anyway, he said, okay, Randy, what do you think about Devve from here? Like Devve and Omi are their biggest positions. And I was like, well, I mean, I love Devve at these prices. I think the average that I got him at was like 90 cents. And now it's at like 60-ish cents. So like I clearly love it here. And he's like, okay, conservatively, what are you thinking? I was like, conservatively, I don't know, like by the on what time frame? I was just like, well, you said they have this announcement coming. I was like, yeah, and they'll pump on that announcement, but the bigger pump, or at least the complete pump, probably won't really happen. Like you might get a 6, 8, 20x, however much here on the first announcement when they announce it. It could be tomorrow. It could be. It's not going to be tomorrow. It could be in a couple weeks from now. It could be in several months from now. We know the announcement's going to come out obviously before the exchange. The exchange probably end of the year. Um, but I told him, like, let's say if it comes out in a few months, yeah, from here you probably see a 20x. I said by the end of the year you might see like another 5 to 10x on top of that, meaning that you get like a 1 to 200x. But I said conservatively, I don't know, let's say 40x from here. By the end of the year. So what is it? 60 cents now. 24. Honestly, to get $24 is so freaking cheap. But I said, yeah, conservatively, maybe we could do that. And I said, okay, well, what about OMI? I was like, 00025. I conservatively like 80. So let's do 00025. 80x is like 2 cents. That's like barely above all-time high. And I was like, listen, even if we don't even get to all-time high and we do a 40x from here, I was like, I would be severely disappointed. I would not even take. I would take like the bare minimum amount for finder's fee or for compensation, whatever. Is like I wouldn't even take your, if we just did a 40x from here, I would not even take your money for the most part. And again, this is what I told him. I obviously don't want to tell some people something and then other people another thing. But yeah, we did get some news today. And shout out to Arcturus. Let me go to their tweet here. Now this is and I'll get to the FUD, I'll get to the negativity, because people just don't know how to view things sometimes, and that's okay. A lot of people are new. So the Arcturus over on X that said, I did a thing. CoinGecko now tags a Comey token as a Metaverse token. Go over and they say, hey, and he put his email out there. I don't know why I would do that, but anyway, it says your request to update a Comey has been reviewed. Please find for the status below, or it says Metaverse token approved. And if you go to a Comey, yeah, it's in a Metaverse token over there. So let's go to CoinGecko and let's talk about how you can find it. All highlights, pump. No, it's not under pump or pump fun. I swear I just did it before. Am I tripping here? Cryptocurrencies, exchanges, should be able to all highlights. Yeah. So when you go to highlights, you should be able to. I could have sworn they. Oh no, I'm sorry. You go to crypto highlights. You go to categories, and under categories, when you do that, you can search the highlight market cap. Next to market cap is a search bar. You can search Metaverse, and under categories, you'll see Metaverse. When you hit that, it'll verify that you're human, because for whatever reason, it thinks that I'm not. And then all Metaverse tokens. We are currently number 11. Render, Sandbox, Loki, Axie Infinity, Decentraland, Origin Trail, Engine, XYO, Illuvium, Yield Games, that's the top 10. And then Akomi, number 11 at 537. So I do think that is pretty bullish here. It'd be nicer if we were in the top 10. I did not know Loki was a Metaverse token. I thought that was just a meme coin. I've heard of Render, obviously Sandbox and Axie Infinity and Decentraland, we all know of. Origin Trail, I'm not sure what that is. I've heard of Engine, but I never really looked into it. Never heard of XYO. Illuvium, obviously that makes sense. It's gaming, it's NFTs, it's Metaverse. I think Illuvium's stupid undervalued, $13. Yield Games Guild, I have no idea what that is, but then Akomi. So outside of Illuvium, which I think goes crazy this year, Omi should probably be above everybody. Render's number 64. I've never really looked into it. It's $1.63 billion market cap already. When this bull market takes off and that metaverse narrative hits, that'll probably do a lot more. So we'll see. But I think outside of Render and Illuvium, Akomi probably outpaces everyone here. And then maybe Floki, just because that's a meme coin. And again, that's just something that'll run as, or maybe it's over. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that was in the top 100, the past few months, and then it just didn't. It's been like kicked out. Like Brett was like number 80 at one point. Now it's number 192. It's barely in the top 200. Flow is something that's just gotten absolutely murdered. It's at 40 cents. I was happy to get this at like 60 cents. But I think my first initial buy was like $1 or something. Again, I was happy to get it at 60 cents. I don't really like to sell things that are down for other stuff that's also down, because then you do lock in those losses. But thinking about it now, the Flow token, again, they have that. A lot of people are building on there. They have a lot of partnerships. It's their own blockchain. They clearly survived the SEC lawsuit. Granted, they had to pay X amount of $1 million, but I think both this and Akomi is they have to wait for that narrative to come in for digital collectibles. So what might wind up happening is a fair amount of people might just be like, okay, well, if Flow's the number 118 and Omi's number, I don't even know what the number, 560 something. Let's see what Omi's at. Omi's at number 537. Again, you still have $2 million in market cap. So I think February 13th or 15th, that was like around that date, those dates was the last time that you had under $1 million in volume. So we've had over $1 million in volume every day for at least the last month. And a lot of days, multiple millions in volume. And now that that's gone on, I don't know how long that has to happen for certain exchanges to go on and say, hey, you have the volume, the sentiment has turned around. So I'll say this. The accounts that have a decent amount of followers where you are like, okay, this is probably a person, it's probably a legit account. A lot of the sentiment has turned around for those people. A lot of people, there is a fair amount of people that are still negative on the price of the token, and you obviously have the bot accounts and the haters with multiple accounts that are just like, this is trash, this is a scam, they would use a liar. Obviously, that's all trash and fake news. But there are still a fair amount of people with real accounts. It's their real account going in and saying, and these are legit concerns, saying like, hey, listen, you guys really haven't been talking about the token, which is fair. Now, granted, David's talked more about the token the last couple of weeks than he has like the last several years. So you have seen a major improvement. Granted, it's just a couple words on Twitter, which I understand, but the majority of people are very bullish on what VeVe's doing. Again, with the 1 year of VeVe Comics, I'm really glad that they kind of hyped that up. By the way, the Mars Attacks one that I got, I don't know what Mars Attacks is worth. Let me go over this real quick. This is important. Let's go to Mars. I can't wait to one day search Mars and then have it be like Sailor Mars. You know what I'm saying? So there's 853 left in the store out of 990. So there's 137 that have been sold. I think that was like $8. So what is 37 times that? So it made like $1,000. It didn't make that much, but I had to get one. I had to support. Oh, you can't normally with the ones that aren't that popular. You could probably get them for like $1 or $2, but but the uncommon is like 539. I would hope that it wouldn't be that popular and people would just be that they would sell for like a dot. But yeah, honestly, at this point, if the cheapest of the uncommon is $5.39, like I like the rare. Like when was the last time you had a rare go above the price of the initial like payment? Oh damn, secret rare is 199. I have a secret rare. And I read it. So anyway, the comic was. I'll tell you this. It was worth the read. Hold on one second. Hasn't told me that. Okay, no rush. God damn. So this was worth the read. Like I'm glad I read it. It was not great, but I enjoyed the heck. Like there's like the Mars Attacks movie is one of my favorite movies. Like ever. It's so bad. It's so good. I love it. This book is okay. It's not great, but I'm very. You'd have to read it. Like I was gonna say, I even posted it on like the feed this morning. Like, if you can get it for cheap, you should read it. But I'm actually, yeah, $199. That is all right. But I think that's too much. So I'm gonna put mine at 150. I don't know if anyone's gonna get it, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, where was I before I was going over this with Comey? Yeah, so now that we have and it's kind of down. It's down about 2.5% on the day to about 0.0025. Last couple hours, although the last couple of hours I don't think has been good for the market in general. Bitcoin down 2%, Ethereum down 2.5%, XRP down 3.5%, BNB down 2.5%, Solana down 7%. And Solana was $1.26. I think it was $113 the other day. Cardano down 5%, Dogecoin down 4%, Tron down 4%. And there's still kind of a big difference between the top. Yeah, like Tron is at $20 billion market cap, Doge is 25, Cardano's 25, USDC at 58 billion, and then Solana at 64 billion. So, Solana market cap is, and happy 5th birthday to Solana. They are 5 years old today. And Cardano, obviously, less than half the market cap of Solana. I think they'll close that gap at some point. And then BNB obviously going and saying 87. And then, but yeah, let's move on here. Let's look at some Devve news. I think they actually. Oh yeah, before I get into that, OMI is also listed as a Metaverse token, not just on CoinGecko, but also over on CoinMarketCap as well. On CoinMarketCap, you have them over there, right under Illuvium for Metaverse, and then you have the category on collectibles and NFTs, Metaverse, and Play to Earn. The Play to Earn might be from Epico, it might be from Piche. It even could be that Tengoku Senso. We're not sure. Unlamed says word. Ma Mashishi saying, yeah, yo, what up? Yeah. I'm the first. Greetings from Germany. Oh, why, hello, senora. The Facer saying, let's go. Get the spread. Affiliate program is bullish. Yeah, so another thing I explained to a client of mine before is like, and I don't know if he really got it. I was like, hey, the affiliate program's coming out. There is a nice amount of people that are in there now. There's so much I want to say. Actually, it's really just like one thing that I want to say. There is I know of at least one of my guys got in. And one of my guys, I went over it with him before. 20+ million followers between X, TikTok, and actually almost 30 million between X, TikTok, and YouTube. He's in it. He'll get his code. Now, obviously, what they're going to do is they're just going to launch it with the people that have been making videos on VeVe for free for years. They'll do that in the beginning. They'll do that literally this week, and then after X amount of time, they'll go in and they'll give it out to they'll let the other horses out the gate. And my friend, which has been waiting for this for years, he'll make. Hold on, give me 1 sec here. I don't know, what was it, 30 million followers? So let's say even a super small amount. He'll make hundreds of thousands, if not millions, off this referral program because he's going to get so many people to join. VeVe's going to have so many, like, this will work. The affiliate program was giving out codes that had helped Earth 2 raise tens of millions of dollars. This will also, like, I want, there might be a limit too, because let me see what that was the other day. I know I had it. It was from the YouTube video that VeVe had posted. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe it was on my tablet. Oh no, all right. So with VeVe affiliates, you can grow your earnings while your audience gets rewarded. Our affiliate program gives content creators and fandom communities the opportunity to earn money and get exclusive access to special events, marketing materials, and more. Plus, your audience gets the perks too after they sign up and make their first purchase on VeVe. From free credit to spend starting their collection or a free digital collectible. But they also say you can grow your earnings while your audience gets rewarded. So clearly there is, I mean, I have think that's public, that there's compensation for it. This is going to incentivize a lot of people to go out and talk to everyone they know about, bro, do this, bro. Like, what would be great is if you have people, like, let's say, could line up outside like a grocery store, like, hey, do this, I'll walk you through KYC and I'll give you a free, like, whatever. Like, if you do this, you get put in a raffle. The winner gets, like $100. That would be a good, yeah. That would be really good. Thank you for being a member. Echo 712, give me the salutes. VeVe Zombie saying, "Yo, what up, Zombie? I was watching your YouTube video before, your live before." Bill Garner says, "What up, fam? What up?" Turtle says, "Let's go, Randy." Turtle, I have something to ask you. Oh, actually, I can text you right now. Hang on. Turtle, text me your friend's contact info, or I should say your acquaintance that is often within the vicinity of your whereabouts. You'll know what I mean. Anyway, let's move on here to Definity. He was asking about that as well, and I was just like, hey, that's why my voice is a little off. One, because I did not have a great night's sleep, and also had to talk for a few hours before. Actually up 3.5% on the day to 1.8 cents, still stupid undervalued. And he's like, Randy, what do you think of Definity? I was like, 1000x? I don't know. I like, yeah. He's like, well, conservatively, I don't know, like 100x from here is literally, like $270 million market cap, and that is stupid. That is stupid undervalued, even if we were to reach that. We went over some other stuff as well, but yeah. So I told him my plan. You guys know it. I've said it dozens of times now. Devve, Omi, Definity, and then obviously Dacat. We'll go over that now as well. Let's see what Dacat's up to. Down about 2-ish% on the day. $139 in volume, super low. And less than $500,000 market cap. Oh God, hiccups. They win a. Let me do something here. If you go, and you could do this on, I think, any wallet. I just do it on OKX. Go to. Oh shoot, I already voted. Didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah, all right. So every day I vote for Dacat on Zilla.meme. And then it shows. Oh, actually, they're It's showing that nobody has voted. It says this Omnam has 0 votes. Shaggy got 0 votes. Landwolf got. It says like all of these got 0 votes. So I'm guessing all of them are. I'm guessing they have something wrong with the website. But anyway, as you can see down here, there are a ton. Oh shoot! I can't do it. I can't scroll down any further. Arrgh. Okay, there we go. Oh shoot! So there are. Hey, there's the cat. They have a ton of stuff that's on there that you can vote for every day. Decat's been the winner every day for several months now. But again, something seems to be up with their website because there's no way that nobody voted for anyone. Again, I just voted. Anywho, we have some news on Decat as well. I didn't know. I knew they were doing this, but I didn't know they were announcing it. I might have jumped the gun a little bit on here. Let's go to. I know Cryptos did it, right? Cryptolos. Cryptolos had a. He posted about it before. God, where are you? Saying the wait is over. The Cat World movie opening scene just dropped, and it's next level. Step into the Cat Metaverse. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let me show you. It looks pretty legit. Got 69,000 views, so everyone comment nice down below over the 69. You have a little dude in there. So that's a character that is known as Baker, having a little flashback in there when he was in the military. Little PTSD. There's the cat. I am not in this scene. Randy is not. It's just a conversation between them. I don't know if I'd get pulled down for the music or not, so it's obviously on mute. You can't hear him talk, but long story short, they did like a minute and a half of it. It looks pretty cool. This is not mine, obviously. Like again, I own the IP, but that is not my creation. That was a team effort. I don't know if anyone wants to. I don't know if the guy that did it wants to actually know, wants people to know, but he's a good dude. And this is what the community is doing. Like again, none of us are being like paid. None of us. We're just like I don't know how long this would take normal people to do. I don't know how long this took him. This is something that they'll be doing for, I don't know. That it's completely separate from the comic. They could use that to raise money. They could use that to do whatever. Again, that is completely different than what I'm doing. At the end of the day, one of these things are going to take off. It'll be the Cat Chibi. It'll be I think it'll be the comic, but it could be the movie. It could be whatever. Get investors, and the goal is really to just get. Obviously, goals to make money, but the real goal is to get the Decat IP out there, and then as the Decat IP gets out there and gets more recognizable, throw up a merch store, throw up whatever. You'll get more buys in the token. We'll be doing buybacks from some of the profits as well, and you have people that are just super fans of certain things, and I guarantee you we'll have a couple of those as well. VeVe Zombie says, "Yo." Bill Gardner says, "What up?" Turtle says, "Let's go, Randy." Says, "Yo, BG." Yo, Turtle. Bill Gardner says, "Yo, Zombie." Devin says, "Where is it listed as a Metaverse token?" CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. That is where it is listed as a Metaverse token, which I thoroughly enjoy. Garbage Pail Kid sold out like days ago, didn't it? Like days ago. It was nuts. Oh, Pepe, nice. Let's take a look. Oh, 28 minutes already. Let's take a look at some of the news from the past. Oh no, I was live yesterday, right? Yeah. Let's see, where did we end? We ended over there. Metaverse update. Okay. Denoy Evans says the golden calf is owned by the other half. Beauty may only be skin deep, but a gold skull don't come cheap. What you sow, mogul grin shall reap. And he's just got a bunch of mogul grins over there in his vault. I thought it looked really cool. Stuff like that is pretty dope. You had the Ides of March yesterday, and Caesar got stabbed. Thought that was amazing. Savid had asked, "What should be my VeVe official 200th set?" I told him it should be the Alligator Loki set. Suye London Police had said, "Nah, it should be London Police." Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Orange Bag Lady. Yesterday marked 4 years of her getting to spend time with us, a lovely lot, she calls. So just wanted to say thank you to all the content creators and observers for what you both bring to this wee community of ours. Thank you, VeVe Official, for creating a platform to bring us together. Burning alert. The remaining supply of Marvel Comics HQ Deadpool 2012, number 27, I remember when this came out, is set to burn from the VeVe store 15 March at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 30 days after the initial release. This is your last chance to secure a copy of The Wedding of Deadpool, now from the VeVeverse store. Let's see if they did it, because every now and then they say they're going to do something, and then they're delayed by a day or two. If I just type in Deadpool, like, I'm going to get an insane amount of stuff. Deadpool, I'll put in number 27. The Legend 27? The Legend 27. Okay. Search. Only 42 in the market. I wonder how many of these are actually there now. The floor price is $4 hairs. Let's see how many are burnt. Let's see how many. I think these are probably only 3,000 copies. Like, there's no way this is like 10,000 copies, right? 3,000 copies. 2,180 burned editions. So there's 820 editions in circulation. Nice. Nice. I'm going to go over that again, like, tomorrow. Let's say 92 pages. There's no, I don't recall that. That's right. They never dreamed. Was this really 92 pages? That's a lot of, there's no way. Maybe it was. Hold on. Let me Google this. Like, that's got to be a typo. Deadpool number 27. Wedding length. Wow. There's 224 comic book characters in there. Damn, that's a lot. The Watcher went to his wedding? All right. Maybe I don't remember this. Does it say how many pages there are? Why does it not say the pages? Okay, hold on. Next. Oh, it's just next in the series, not next page. Oh, page count 85. What the fudge? What the fudge? 85 pages. God damn. All right, sorry. Okay, so it did. I'll buy Live. Yeah, you said that, Wes. You said that. Let's see what it would need to do in order to, like, Wes, I don't think what you're saying is backed by any statistical data point. I think you're just throwing out a really low number to be facetious, but let's see what Illuvium has to get to. In order for that to happen, that would have to be like a $40 million, 40 something million dollar market cap. I don't know that it gets there. Now, I mean, granted, the last 3 months, I did not expect it to get here, and the chart looks worse than Omi does. But yeah, no, I understand. Like, okay, what's another 70 million off the market cap? I understand. Again, I really don't think what you're saying is backed by 100% data, but you know, who knows? Who knows? Arturo says, let's go. Metaverse token. Great thumbnail. Oh yeah, my man. Yeah, you're pretty awesome. Go get that bread. Meow. Let's go back. Connected. Yeah. When the Devve exchange comes out, we'll likely get Omi on there. O'Milly had a space the other day about 1 year comics on there. I spoke on that space for a little bit. That was fun. Ton coin rose 20% yesterday after France grants Telegram founder Pavel Durov permission to return to Dubai following his arrest. Trump, I swear, like, Trump is always just like, well, we're going to have a booming market. I have a booming market. It's going to be great. And then he just slams tariffs on people. Market goes down. Threatens people. Market goes down. Like, I feel like that episode of BoJack Horseman where BoJack says, like, oh, Todd, I'm sorry. I feel horrible. And then Todd says, you can't just do that, BoJack. You can't just do bad things and then feel bad about them. That makes it okay. You need to do better. And, like, I understand 100% why Trump is doing everything he's doing. However, you can't just tweet the market's going to boom, knowing that what you're tweeting and what you're doing is temporarily going to push the market down, that is not going to make people feel good. Now, obviously, feelings are probably the lowest priority on his list. I feel like it would probably be much better for his presidency to say, this is what's going to happen, and there'll probably be some short-term pain. I feel like that would be much better as opposed to like texting every day. We're gonna have so much money, you're not gonna know what to do with it, and trillions are wiped away from the stock market, and hundreds of billions away from the crypto market. Anyway, he posted today, I've ordered the United States military to launch decisive and powerful military action against the Houthi terrorists in Yemen. They have waged an unrelenting campaign of piracy, violence, and terrorism against American and other ships, aircraft, and drones. Now, this is true. They are a horrendous people, and they should be wiped off the map. Then he goes off on Joe Biden, blah, 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 blah. By safety, Houthi thugs, yep. Our brave warfighters are right now carrying out aerial attacks on the terrorist base's leaders and missile defenses to protect American shipping, air, and naval assets to restore navigational freedom. No terrorist force will stop. All right, so like again, 100% understand why this probably should have been done years ago, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like saying one thing and then I feel like it's like a Cavell video. I'll be like, why a Comey's going to $0, and then 30 minutes later, why a Comey's going to $10. Like in the same hour. I feel like that's what Trump's doing, and I'm just not 100% happy about it. Sean O'Hare from Comics and Crypto posted the other day, collect with your heart, invest with your mind. The best collections tell a story and build wealth along the way. # collectors at heart. Love that. You'll see some Dacat merch at some point at decatchronicles.com website under construction. Mr. MC1 says, new comics paradigm, change in front of our eyes, digital, the great equalizer. Independent comic creators will no longer need to raise large sums of money to print and distribute physical comics. Digital variants will first launch in a very low cost, high revenue manner on VeVe. The digital performance and revenue to drive the amount of physical variants produced and distributed directly. Some cases, the digital will be the ticket to the physical comic variant of Collector's Choice and other merch. VeVe with VeVe Comics and the Comic Curator Publishing Program are pioneering this new paradigm. Bravo, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Mr. Ben Rose, and team. Early experimenters of this model are Addiction and 24/7 Comics and other VeVe partners. Have you tried this play? Brilliant comic creators. Would love your feedback. That got tens of thousands of impressions. I can't prove it because it didn't say ad on there, but that might have paid. Yeah, I feel like it might have paid for that because that had like tens of thousands of impressions right away. Either way, get that bread. VeVe NFT Comics, 400 steps. My heckin' bay. CryptoCat Guru says, don't buy Illuvium. The game sucks and they don't know how to fix it. So the game is not going to play like a Mario or a Pokemon game. However, oh my God, what is wrong with my eye? I'm not sure if you're aware. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of Axie Infinity. You might have even played it. Tell me, was that a fun game to play? Spoiler alert, it was not. That game sucked. That game sucked donkey guts. Why did it do like a 3000x from the bottom? Because people could make money with it, with their scholarship program. I have not played Illuvium. It seems like it is more fun from what I've seen than Axie was. But again, that's not the point. I mean, games should be fun, but the point is that if you can make money with it, even at like $10 or $20 a day, people in Colombia, people in the Philippines, people in these second and third world countries that have an internet connection and can do that for you will jump the fudge on it because that's more than they make in a day. $20 a day for Americans is just like, why even bother? Because it's not worth the time. But $20 a day, or obviously split in two, 10 or like $8 a day for people in Philippines, or like that is more than they would normally make in a day, and they'll hop on it. They'll play it. They'll have farms going 24/7. So it doesn't really matter if it's fun or not, but if it's more fun than Axie, which it looks like it is, it's going to go insane. Um, but yeah, I'm sure the game is not great, but again, I just explained why it doesn't really need to be. Well, it says it's not first Mars Attacks comic, it's just a random comic made, but that comic company. Oh yeah, by Dynamite. Yeah, I imagine the first Mars Attacks comic came out years ago, 20, 25 years ago, whatever it was. But it's the first one in this series, and again, you're right. It's not great, but I still enjoyed it, man. I still like. I got a laugh out of the old man that was over there. The old man was funny. I liked him. Dacat posts that the current top 20 Dacat wallets on Etherscan, and take a look at what how many of them have ENS names. DecatSex.eth, GrumpyX.eth, DBCrypto.eth, and AverageCat.eth, Kingsley.eth, PonziJosh.eth, JeffAdams.eth, DecatStudios.eth, LostTheGame.eth, God damn it, MyCryptoNist.eth, that's 10, Zagato.eth, Cryptolos.eth, SlumDogeMillionaire.eth, Florida.eth, I'm sorry, South Florida.eth, TheBaker.eth, and Chatalac666.eth. That is 16 out of 20. That is a lot. That is 80% of the top 20 are ENS. Most of them are really big hodlers, and can't wait. Where am I? Happy to hear this. Why? Thank you, Jez. I'm happy to report it. Now I'm I think the court case is yeah. Mr. MC1 says the summer of Omi. I think so as well. Agent Dan says, any idea what X Factor VeVe has brewing that will be effective in gaming? Or I'm sorry, gaining the masses going forward? Foster says VeVeverse and affiliate program both come to mind. There's also this token called Omi that users can buy and sell VeVe collectibles with that should be good at onboarding the Web3 community. Just thinking out loud. Ico says, why is it called Omi token and not the VeVe token? I think that is a very good question. Foster says, while its primary utility is in the VeVe ecosystem, the Omi token can also be used as a payment token as a third-party marketplace such as Stacker, Immutable X, utility tokens in games such as Tengoku Senso, Epico Regal, and Fishes, and as for access to products such as Collective Shift. Akomi is its own entity and has partnered or works with all these projects to provide a utility token that can be integrated and rewards users for using it. What's this girl's name? No, that wasn't it. There was this video I saw from Shellback Toy Rewind. That's a big what's that called? It's a big Ninja Turtle page. And if I go to she should be the last girl that I followed. Following motion feed. Can I just go by default? By latest. The girl's name is Michelle Ivy, or Cowabunga Corner. 14,000 followers. So nothing crazy, but look at her post and tell me what you see. Oh, hey, there's a lot of Ninja Turtles. Whoa, there's a whole ton of. Let's just go by pictures. There's a bunch of Ninja Turtles. April O'Neil, more Ninja Turtles. More Ninja Turtles with the heads. This lady has gone into debt. This lady works as hard as she can so she can go on and buy all of these Ninja Turtle gear, Ninja Turtle masks, Ninja Turtle action figures, Ninja Turtle, all types of Ninja Turtle paraphernalia. If we get Ninja Turtles on, I'm going to be DMing the crap out of this person and be like, hey girl, should come on VeVe. We have Ninja Turtle stuff. I will even go off to say, like, I will buy you the first Ninja Turtle collectible that we have on VeVe. And hopefully it's not like $90. Hopefully it's something cheap, digital collectible. And yeah, that's what you got to do. Go after the big fat, because it's obvious that one out of the 14,000 followers that she has, you're not just going to follow her because she's like a train wreck. You're going to follow her because you probably also like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And there are multiple people like that. Maybe not as big as her, but there are people like that in every single hobby. And I think VeVe now has a way to be able to, with their affiliate program, to be able to go and find those people and be like, come hither. Let me, I can show you the world. A whole new world. Sorry. Should I go over that? From Devve, this guy Mark says, to be clear, it's legal for US citizens to trade crypto and use DEXs and SEXs. There's really no risk, although a lot of features like staking and ICOs may not be available for use until there is clarity. One of the reasons I was surprised yesterday that US citizens may not be able to utilize the hybrid Devve exchange. It's an advertised feature of the BC to be able to handle regulatory compliance in multiple areas, so to exclude the US would raise questions. Tom says, this is not correct. In the past, there have been tremendous risks. The SEC has sued Coinbase and others and indicated suits to Uniswap and others. That risk is diminished now, but it is not gone. Also, Devve Exchange is not a hybrid. It is a new type of exchange. This guy Mark has responded saying, yes, agree, but trading on the exchange has not been the issues. Some of it is because the tokens offered or the way some tokens have been marketed, and other type of offerings like margin trading or others. And no clarity for the SEC has always been the biggest issue for what they will target next. For a company aspect, trading Devve and Fiat on the decentralized exchange should be no different than trading Fiat and Devve on the Devve exchange. It should be pushed now while the iron's hot, in my opinion. Also, no, it's easy for me to say. Tom goes on and says, this is not correct. ERC20 tokens have material differences compared to tokens we track on our chain. I can't discuss details here, and any further posts pushing forward a narrative related to legal issues will be deleted. Overall, this is a complex area with a lot of gray area as well. Everything said, we are on a track now to manage it in a strong way. More movement in the US towards acceptance. Let us do more, quicker as well. But we are looking to operate in other global jurisdictions, so we have a path forward, irrespective of how quickly the US puts together its framework. Let me go over that. Dacat had won the Memezilla thing yesterday, as always, as does every day. Double OK says German, not Italian. Yeah, I don't know why. Whenever I think like European, I always think like British or Italian, and I don't know why. My favorite place in Europe is probably Vienna, Austria. I know that's not Germany, but well, I don't know. Like Kaiserslautern, Ramstein Air Base is also one of my favorite places in that area because there's a bunch of friends over there. There's always like no matter how long ago you've gotten out, there's always somebody that you know that's serving at Ramstein, Korea, probably McGuire. There's always people. So yeah, well, I love Germany. I know I just had no idea why. Sometimes whenever I think Europe, I think Italian, like how Italians pet cats, how Italians pet ducks. Hi there, Hayes. Considering how vitally important Omi is to the community, what are the advantages of the team not mentioning it during their community update? Well, it was a VeVe community update, so there's that. The other thing is that we do not yet have the ruling on the court case. It's likely that they don't want to go in and talk about it or do anything related to it while that court case is still pending. When is that decision coming out? I don't know. Before the first half of the year's up. And this is also why, now granted, we've seen a much bigger increase in there. Like, again, David didn't mention Omi for like 3 years, and he's mentioned it like 5 times the last few days. So this is a big improvement. But again, like there's no, there's not a lot of talk about certain things. So up until and even if they do, Even if you get small exchanges, okay, cool. Even if you get a big exchange, like even if they list in Coinbase right now, which I don't think would be ideal, it's clear that people are not buying the token. So I would wait on all of these things up until the narrative comes in. Again, VeVe has been absolutely crushing it this year, especially the last 2 months. Like the last month and a half, even the last month, has been so freaking bullish for VeVe. They've just completed things that nobody else would even try to complete, and the token's done nothing but gone down. So clearly, rolling out Stacker, rolling out a version 1 of the affiliate program, and getting on a bigger exchange, like it all sounds great, and we should still do most of these things because you're building that foundation and you're building a giant springboard and you're building, like, the more of these things that are completed, the better. Because when it runs, again, we're just separating ourselves from everyone else, which is the most bullish thing you can do. We're the clear winner in this. But again, it might not matter until that narrative comes back. Now, maybe that narrative is artificially created because of the affiliate program. I don't think it'll happen that first week or however, like when Ben goes off and says, all right, guys, here, VeVe homies, here are your referral codes. That's probably not going to do much. When they give it out to the referral codes to my boy and the other people that I have ready to go, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's how you get 100,000 people on the app. Will that 100,000 people all come in one day? No, but will there be 100,000 people per month instead of like the 10,000 people per month? Yeah, I'd say so. Mentioning during the community. All right, saying especially now feels like it does more harm than good. Yeah, David, you had Wes kind of being a bitch the other day, going off and taking that those red circles from like 3 years ago and be like, hey, what about these things? And the reason why I kind of put it like that is because, give me 1 second here. The chart that Wes posted the other day is so out of date. And again, I'm trying to get people to recognize that an update has not been brought up since then, and that an update will probably bring everyone up to speed, because things such as crypto to gem, as an example, the team has communicated over a year ago that it was removed, but apparently certain people don't pay attention, or either that or nobody cares about it because, oh, hey, what about this that you posted years ago? The OUP staking on it became OMI rewards, which is here. You have bronze tickets, which is done. You have the waitlist, which is done. And OMI to NFT is here. Burn reward points aren't a thing, etc. So, like, again, when we go over and talk about more harm than good, David had responded to Wes saying that, hey, listen, let's try to look on the bright side. Cup is half full. There's a lot to come. Let's stay positive. And like 30% of the comments are just calling this a scam. So it's like, okay, you want David to talk about the token, he talks about the token, and you get that negative sentiment. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Obviously, a lot of those accounts were fake accounts, but there were several of people that were there that those were real accounts, and they were not fake, and there were real people with real feelings. Now, obviously, most people don't have a clue in what the team and David had to go through these last few years, as far as the court case, as far as other stuff that is concerned, and that'll come out at some point. But yeah, there's now it feels like it does more harm than good. I promise once that court case is over, we should have a lot more communication, even than what's been said the past like week or so. because we've gotten a lot of communication on it the past week. Appreciate the love, brother. Of course. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. He says, in your AMA with Ben, he said he doesn't know if the NFT narrative will hit again. I have to take a look at that. If anything, he's probably just covering his basis, CYA, covering your ass. I'm pretty sure he knows it will hit again. Says, narrative hype aside, how well do you think we'll do considering VeVe is counting on fandoms? What if that's all we get? Oh, dude, if there's no narrative, it's fucked. But I'm betting on the narrative because it will. Now you can call me around and be like, Randy, you have no proof of that. Okay, well, there's no proof that I'll use Crypto Rain's line that the sun won't come up tomorrow, but there's a pretty good fucking chance. Take someone like Raoul Paul, who's like one of the biggest names in crypto and NFTs, and he's just like, well, I'm buying all of these NFTs now because we're out of cycle, but you will have an NFT narrative again. And he's buying stuff that's just art, which again is fine. That's a whole section that we kind of have. But when you're talking about art, especially the high-end digital art that he's buying, that's one thing. And I think there's something beautiful about that. And I wish more people could see that beauty. But I just wouldn't fade Spider-Man, Superman, or Batman. Like everyone in the world knows about these characters. You'd have to go to like one of those uncontacted tribes in like India or Indonesia or whatever, and they'll be like, "What's a Batman? What's a Superman? What's a Spider-Man?" So I just wouldn't fade that. But let's say both me and Raoul Paul are wrong, and the NFT narrative does not come. You still have the metaverse narrative, which we have. That might not be as strong, but I would say that would at least get us back up to half a penny. Maybe a little more. And then if we get Pokemon, fuck, bro. Between everything that they're doing, but that's not guaranteed. But let's say metaverse narrative and what we're doing now, I'd still say that would get us up to half a penny. Maybe, and which is like 20x from here. Maybe more, because again, blow off top. That metaverse narrative probably should take us probably even close to all-time high. But I think part of the reason why metaverse narrative will hit is because of NFTs. But we'll see. Well, it says all my price predictions are backed by statistical data and TA. I would love to read that, Wes. I would love to read it. Ispan says, "Hey, bruh, Doomcraft today. What do you think? It looks really cool. I am not going to fudge, girl. Sorry, there was somebody that I had to respond to, but I'm not going to until later, which is fine. I don't need to. How much is a Doom here? Let's take a look. Let's go to Doom. My back. Let's go to collectibles. And on the Doom collectibles, 35 in the market. Let's see what we got here. It's 100 doll hairs. And I ain't about to burn a Doom. Yeah, people be burning their Dooms. They're lighting 100 doll hairs on fire. What's the Doom secret rare going for? I don't think it's really worth it. Unless the Doom secret rare is going, yeah, Doom secret rare is like 9. So you buy a Doom for $100. You burn $5 to get something that's worth 90. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think I have 2. I wonder if it'll show me what I have. No, it doesn't. I have to go to my collection, don't I? All right, I'm gonna go to my collection. I'm gonna type in Doom. Oh my God, it's so slow. Okay. I have 2. Oh, I got number 48 and I got 1944. I'm not gonna burn any of those. So yeah, I got number 48 Doom. Yo, who wants that? Who wants that? Let me know. Let me know. Maybe I could just buy, I don't even want to buy one off the market. It's 90 doll hairs, bro. I'll get it at some point. Omar saying good evening. Good evening, Omar. How's it going? JKRB, give me those thumbs up. How's it going, fam? Mr. MC1. So speaking of butters, not you, JKRB. You're awesome. Thank you for being a member. Mr. MC1 says people with extreme and prolonged hatred are mostly mentally unwell and off their meds. Agreed. Not happy in their own skin. Also agreed. Unhealthily / jealously want to be rich / famous like the people and companies they hate. Also agreed. Damn, he's 3 for 3 on this. Lack social skills to inspire and influence. Oh man, he is hitting it out of the park with this one. Have a lot of self-pity and victim mentality that I cannot find anything wrong with this so far. 6, seek attention to fill the hole in their head and heart. Damn, that is 6 for 6 right there. 7, misery loves company, so they flock. Agreed. As a social experiment, I read through the feeds of some of the fudders, and it really was a pattern. Yeah, agreed 100%. Oh, where's the lie? There are no lies. And Mr. MC1, I don't know, he minor in psychology, because that is perfect. Mikey says, greeting comrades, may our bags pump healthily. Hi, sir. Hi there, hi. With everything you know now, what is your end of the year price prediction for Omi? I don't want to say end of year, but I will say blow off top. Blow off top hopefully comes before the end of the year, but it might not until next year. Again, we are 3 years back from the all, like kind of all time, like 3 years and like a month, give or take, from all time high. You know, it cycles 4 years, so we might not actually go crazy until the end of the bull market, which might be late this year, early next year. So we don't really know. But the blow off top, whenever that is, figuring an NFT and NFT narrative by itself, 3 to 5 cents. NFT and metaverse narrative that Omi hits both, 6 to 8 cents. NFT narrative plus metaverse narrative plus Pokemon, 8 to 10 cents. All of these things plus this is assuming Coinbase is assuming so like I mean absolute blow off top. Everything goes correct. We get Harry Potter. We get like I don't know, 18 to 20 cents. Chavez, 20 cents is a $60 billion market cap. That's insane. It is insane. But I think the evidence that we can go, not that we should go there, because we probably shouldn't, but the evidence that we can go there is pretty strong. Yeah. I would say everything needs to go right, but we could do 18, 20. I mean, there's probably a scenario, however unlikely, maybe like 1% chance that we go like 30 plus cents. I mean, I'll have a moon bag for that, but I have PTSD from last time. I'll sell a decent amount in 3 to 5 cents. Like if we don't have Pokemon, I'll probably sell half my bag at 3 to 5 cents. If we do have Pokemon, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell like 10% by that point. Yeah, if we get Pokemon, bro, and like in Ben, I trust, man. In Ben, we trust. Moving on. Yeah, airstrike hits Houthi-controlled Yemen oil facility with casualties reported. Ooh. Oh, oh, so Sadie Sink, aka Max from Stranger Things, is what the fudge? I don't. Dacat is her eyes. Come on, you can do it. Okay, Sadie Sink from Stranger Things is going to be in Spider-Man 4. What can this mean for VeVe? Well, Tell you, we don't have a Mary Jane yet. I mean, not on VeVe. I mean, you have Mary Jane Watson, sure, in the comics, fine, but we don't have a Mary Jane Watson collectible. Now, granted, they could do Mary Jane Watson from the OG Toby Parker movies, Toby Maguire movies. Obviously, MJ was not in the Kiefer Sutherland. Why am I thinking that? Andrew Garfield movies, but a version of MJ. It's like not Mary Jane Watson. Her name's actually Michelle Jones. Zendaya plays her. So it's not Mary Jane Watson. It's just their version of MJ with their spin on it. But this one, I mean, it's been 20 years, so it's probably okay to do a Mary Jane Watson. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, Mary Jane Watson was done 5 years ago. We can do it. No, it's been 2 decades. We can probably do a Mary Jane Watson. And Sadie Sink is probably not as tall as I would like. She honestly, she looks fine, but she still kind of seems like a kid to me because I was already an adult when like she starred in Stranger Things when she was like a kid, and I know she's technically an adult now, but I'm not gonna like. She just doesn't look like a. I guess she looks like an adult. I don't know. Gonna be hard to. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, this is a good one. This is a good comparison. That's a pretty legit. Like I understand. Like I get it. I get it. Anywho, let's move on from that. Mr. Benrose says my avatar blue stealing in front of the Hazard Audi collection in the VeVe-verse. Shout out to the 10302 and O'Milly Tees for giving a platform to artists. Damn, that looks really good. That looks really good, Ben. Yeah, hopefully we get both types of Mary Jane Watson. Hopefully we get the Tobey Maguire version and the Tom Holland version, and we get the new Tom Holland version of Mary Jane Watson, if that is her. Yeah, we'll see. These memes are great. Mr. MC1 says the Mogul Grin board game, first board game from genius artist Ron English on VeVe Official. Also for $30, an incredible full 7-piece set to load up on MCP. Yes, all 7 included as 6 board pieces are a free craft. Gotta love that. Oh God, hiccups, Mr. MC1. Jason said yes. Hey girl, you like turtles? Pretty much. Okay. So I have this. It's a horrible idea. I'm gonna get canceled. I could picture, and you know, kind of single now. I guess I might do it. Remember those old '90s commercials? What would you do for a Klondike bar? I mean, at the time, I'd pay the fucking 50 cents to eat it. Anyway, what would I do to get a girl to sign up on VeVe? Would I smash? Would I smash the Ninja Turtles? I don't know. That almost seems wrong. But if there's a scenario where the girl's decent enough looking, and she's like, "I'll sign up for VeVe if you throw me." I know, like, okay, yeah, I'll throw you a $50, and I will take that sacrifice. I will take that hit. Gonna need some penicillin for anyway. Jason Pena says 42, 15. Come on now. What was that? What was it referencing? I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting what I was talking about 21 minutes ago. Maybe Ben, thanks for being a member, saying, love the stream. So pumped for our futures. Oh, hey, yeah, same here, fam. Meow. Mikey saying, let's sit down. So I actually have like bad knees, hips, and back. I too sit down when I pee. It's not something I'm proud to admit, but when I just stand there for like 30 seconds, I don't know, guys, I'm a disabled veteran. It doesn't feel good when I do anything. So yeah, sometimes it's actually healthier because when you stand up and pee, something happens with your prostate and bladder. Your bladder doesn't empty all the way, but if you sit down and pee, your bladder does empty all of the way, or more of the way. So health. Smart buys the VeVe NFT pump for Omi or Omi for probably VeVe NFT pump before Omi. The affiliates are going to be doing a fine job with getting people on board onto Omi. They'll be able to say, yeah, you can actually use this Omi, over on the Stacker app. Hopefully for all licenses soon. Maybe not all, but I'm assuming at least Marvel. And after Stacker's freaking tweet the other day, I'm dollars to donuts. I'm going to bet we're going to be able to buy from Disney too. And they'll do their thing. They'll do their job. It's like when Gerard Butler, Leonidas, goes on and says, "You there, Acadian? What is your profession?" "Well, I'm a potter, sir." "You there, Acadian? What is your profession?" "A swordsmith, sir." "Yes." And and then the next scene is like, "Oh, they're a wild lot, but they do their job." Like, they'll do their job. However, when the Omi homies are called, "Spartans, what is your profession?" Oh, Omi homies will go in, bar none, and be like, "This is why. VeVe's great, but you need to get the Omi token." And yeah, I'm very, very excited for the I'm now granted, I feel like this probably came across a little. There's not going to be a Komi affiliate program. Oh, however many people get to buy the Omi token, you'll get a bonus. Like, that's not going to happen. But what I'm saying is that people that are educated on VeVe, one thing, can be great for the app, and people will find their way to the token. But when you have Dr. Stuff, Crypto Rain, and anyone that legit talks about it like all the time, where we live and breathe this stuff, the ability for us to onboard people and to get them to buy Omi is like, I don't know, I'm probably responsible for tens of millions, if not at least tens of millions of dollars going into the Omi token. But we're the ones that are more likely to get people to not only sign up, but to definitely also get them introduced to the Omi token as well. Anywho, Omar saying the good part we get Pokemon is that we want to fight and go crazy in real life. We only fight in Pokemon battles. Dude, the Pokemon music, we did not deserve that music. That was so heckin' good. Oh my god, I don't know how they came up with that. Shit was amazing. Shout out to Rashid Al Farooq saying Saudi PIF owned Scopely acquires Pokemon Go's parent company Niantic in $3.5 billion gaming deal. Shout out to Rashid for that. You don't have Pokemon yet, but I think they have Tesla, DBZ, or maybe collectibles also. DBZ, I mean, DBZ, I'm sure we have. Tesla, probably not. Pokemon, probably not. I don't know, man. Pokemon, I put 50-50 chance. No, I put maybe 40% chance that we have. No, I would put 30-ish% chance that we already have it. And I'd put like 70-ish to 75% chance that we will get it if we don't. I have confidence in David. Oh yeah, so Foster Hill says, awesome work. While the VeVeverse doesn't have Omi utility yet, it's always nice to add new ways to get eyes on the token. Then everyone's like, Foster, you can literally buy collectibles with the token and use them in the VeVeverse. And Foster's like, yeah, no, I get it. I agree. But I've got yelled at for less. So, I'm going to be conservative here. And that's the other thing. You had people who are like, hey, it's great that the community did this, but why didn't Nakomi do this? Nakomi should have been the one to do this. Foster should have been the one to do this. What are you doing, Foster? Why? And it's clear that Foster said in this tweet, like, hey, we wanted Omi to actually be able to be spent inside the VeVeverse before we were to make a move like this, because we didn't want to go off and risk it getting denied. So obviously they wanted to wait for it to happen. Arcturus threw a Hail Mary and it worked. And we are Metaverse token, but I understand I hope people understand the reasoning why Akomi didn't do it themselves yet at that point. Captain says, hey Randy, awesome stream. Meow meow meow. Thank you so much. Meow 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 meow. Maybe Zombie says she's eating nothing but pizza, bro. Bro, no, it's not just pizza. She puts mayo on her pizza. She puts peanut butter and anchovies on her pizza. She like, bro. She went. That girl is going hard. That girl is going hard at living that TMNT lifestyle. Heather Hay says, "You think VeVeverse will be a thing once the world really gets out there?" Well, I mean, it's already a thing. With all fandoms, I'm thinking, how could it not? But I'm sure a lot of other things have to align. I think the world's ready. But when it comes out on mobile, I think that's going to be an easier sell to people instead of like, yeah, you need this really good computer with a good graphics card to use. Like now, like when it gets on mobile, should probably warn people. Some of the collectibles that you see in people's VeVeverse that look like almost like not real, almost look like they are real. That's not going to be the type of quality that you have on your cell phones. Just throwing that out there. But I think with it on mobile, I think it'll get mass adopted. Well, maybe it won't get mass adopted, but it'll have a fair, healthy amount of adoption. Maybe Zombie says, "Thank you for your service." Of course, of course. Challenge jumping on grenades, the greater good of VeVe. I will. I'm not gonna like. I've done it before, not really for VeVe. For does that make me a gigolo? I don't know. When like a girl has an OnlyFans and like she pays a guy to go on the OnlyFans like so she can make content. I don't know what that's. I guess jiggle. I don't know. So I've done it before, but now I'll do it for VeVe. VeVe Zombie, give me those laughs. Yep. Bubba says, "Hi all, hi Randy, hi Dashy." Meow meow meow. No, woof woof. Captain says, "Where can we find out how many Omi have been burned so far on Stacker?" I don't know. I don't know. Let me message the Dr. Prophet. Where is the Dr. Prophet? Dependent. Okay, Dr. Prophet. Mm-hmm. All right, message him. Text says, "How many Omi tokens have been burned via Stacker?" Question mark? Yeah. All right, I'll let you know. I think he's sleeping right now. I'll let you know. I'll keep you all posted. But then it's like happy lazy Sunday, bro. Okay, so you remember Ernie? Me and the client were meeting before, and Ernie brings out like we were meeting for a couple hours, so you know, a little thirsty, a little hungry. Oh, bro, water's so good. And he comes in, and you know, I'm hungry. He brings over like a snack, like he brings over like a cheese plate, cheese, ham, crackers. All right, you know, it's all right. You know, yeah, I was gonna eat. You know, I was gonna, you know, okay. So we eat some. Then he brings out Fritos. Well, I ain't gonna turn out. I love Fritos. Okay, all right. You know, little snack, a little salty, a little crunchy. You know, like it. Then brings out pumpernickel bread with butter. It's like, bro, I'm gonna get so freaking fat. Like, how hecking dare you? And then he brings out like this dipping chips, and so I ate like 1,500 calories. I probably ate 1,800 calories. It was a very good. It was so good, and I'm gonna take such a hard nap after this. Actually, before we end it though, let's go over the X. Chaos on the Chain says, "New hero enters chaos on the chains. The great Caesar! The echoes of ancient Rome thunder into battlegrounds of chaos on the chains as we introduce Caesar, a legendary figure of history now reborn in our war-torn realm-shifting universe. Who is Caesar in chaos? A leader, a strategist, and a warrior. Caesar brings his tactical mastery okay, I can't do that anymore. Battlefield presence and empire-building prowess to the front line. Whether rallying legions or crushing enemies with ruthless efficiency, he's not just a hero, but a force of nature in the fight for survival. What makes him unique? Tactical genius. Boosts nearby allies with strategic buffs. And he has Legionnaire's Wrath. Summon Spectrum Roman soldiers in AR combat. Empire's Might, special abilities, scale with land conquered, making him deadlier in strategic battle. Excuse me. This is just the beginning. More historical legends will rise, ready to clash in the ultimate battle for dominance across time, space, and chaos itself. Are you ready to command Caesar's might? I'm not gonna lie. Great. I'm gonna sounds like all right. Looks. Oh god. Looks awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. All right, that looks really cool though. Shout out to Chaos on the Chains. All right. Anyway, we're gonna see what people. Hensy.bait says, good night to all the bros who say good night back. Tomorrow is a new week, new opportunity. So I'm going to comment good night from the $ Omi homies. Because Omi's on base and heki.base.eth. Awesome. And anytime somebody with 100,000 followers talks about stuff on base, you got to go and mention Omi. So I do. Crypto Low says, not financial advice, but here's what's clear. This isn't about hype cycles or quick flips. The cat is being built for the long game. In a space flooded with copy-paste projects, this one stands apart. It's for the patient, the visionary, the ones who see value before the crowd wakes up. By the time they catch on, it'll already be too late. If you get it, you get it. That is such a good post. We have VeVe Magic saying, great day today. Reached a new level. Oh, damn, she level 74. New level and had an amazing time with the VeVe fam. Can't wait for a group Disney day in hopefully the near future. Thank you, Cloak420 and Lady Trichoma, for being amazing hosts and everyone for their contributions to a wonderful event. Shout out to them. And shout out to VeVe Magic. She's heckin' awesome. We have Bleeves Crypto says, are you bullish on the Devve ecosystem? 8 million transactions per second, sub 1 second settlement time, 1 millionth the energy use as Bitcoin. This is going to be one to remember. Bleeves Crypto be having more followers than me, 24,200, and he is getting that bread. Emoji says laundry day and a temporary face reveal. Might delete later. That was 23 hours ago. I don't think he did. Prince Manvendra Gohill saying a simple school poem turned into a mirror reflecting our societal discomfort. I don't know if I'm going to read the rest of that. Anyway, we have Aria Realty saying Earth 2 at GDC was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. It was a fantastic time. Talking about the Earth 2 stuff. Actually, let's take a look at what that's done today. I think that's down to, most everything's down, but let's see what we have here. Essence, down about 1.5%. Again, $12 million market cap, fully diluted. I cannot wait to get more of this soon. Sparky says that she loves Reddit. Okay, why is it showing? It should be showing me people that I don't follow, right? Totally visit Dubai. Bill Garner says make McDonald's healthy again. The Hair Father says how long until Lowman Mick and Randy's Whales get in the game? Talking about the mogul grin. California Comics says, I'll say it again, the VeVeverse is version 1.0. Huge props to the team at VeVe Official. From pulling the epic feat off, credit has to be given when it's due. Shout out to Hesse. That's a good night, Randy. What a good egg. What a good egg. Smart Buy says, Trump's economy will boom like never before. What do you think? I mentioned this earlier in the stream. It seems like every time he says the economy will, like him or his son, every time he says like, yo, ETH is undervalued, you should be buying ETH, or the economy will boom, or you're going to have so much money you're not going to know what to do with it, the market absolutely takes a shit. So I really dislike when he fucking says that. However, obviously what he's doing will be good long term, but most of America has thought quarterly for the past decades. So this is something that's new. This is something that we're kind of going through like a rebirth here. It looks like it'll work out in the end, but yeah, in the meantime, it is. Oh, we're saying any thoughts on hype for Rivals series that is based on Team Rocket? Oh, package is going to have Giovanni on it and name the Pokemon with its trainers like the old team. Oh my goodness! So the old Team Rocket series didn't necessarily do that. The old Rocket booster packs it was Dark Charizard, it was Dark Blastoise, it was Dark Golbat, it was Dark Slowbro, it was these dark Pokemon. And when you looked at them, like the Pokemon evolved too early. Like they weren't as good as the light Pokemon because again, they evolved too early. They were low on health, but high on attack. However, what I think you're referring to is the Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge series. Because you had like Rocket Zapdos, you had Giovanni's Persian, you had Blaine's Arcanine. Now, Blaine was part of Team Rocket at one point as a scientist. Then he turned good again, and then he wasn't a part of Team Rocket. But I mean, the fucker helped create Mewtwo. Or yeah, so it's but when you have the Rocket stuff, so be advised that the people you see in the Pokemon anime, like Lieutenant Surge, like Koga, like Sabrina, they're not just gym leaders. In the books, Lieutenant Surge is Team Rocket. Sabrina is Team Rocket. Koga is Team Rocket. Giovanni is the leader of Team Rocket. Obviously, I think you all know that just from the anime. And Blaine was Team Rocket at some point as well. So you have like Blaine's Charizard and Blaine's Arcanine are probably my favorite cards like ever. They are so freaking cool. But Giovanni's Persian. So Giovanni's Nidoking just looks. Giovanni is a ground master. So he specializes in ground type Pokemon. You have Nidoking, you have Nidoqueen. I think in the later games you have like Donphin, but in the earlier games I think you have Rhydon. I think you have Dugtrio. But then he has his Persian. But Giovanni's Nidoking just has like, it looks so badass. It like I have to bring it up. I have to bring it. It looks so freaking good. And there's a couple of other Giovanni stuff that Giovanni's Nidoking. I just wanted no, I didn't want to do that. No, fucker. Oh my god. I hate it when ads come up. Okay. Like, look at this sexy piece of art. This is vintage Ken Sugimori artwork. In this Gym Challenge series, like the Pokemon aren't centered, and it just looks so hecking badass. It just looks so good. Another one of these that I want to show you just for Erica's Venusaur. Now, Venusaur kind of got snubbed in the Rocket series because you had Dark Charizard and you had Dark Blastoise, but you did not have a Dark Venusaur, and I was very salty about that. And again, vintage Ken Sugimori artwork where it's not centered and it's perfect. My boy Venusaur, best starter ever, looks incredible. Freaking love him. This is not really playable, this card, but it's still cool. Like Wide Solar Beam, if everyone has any bench Pokemon, choose 2 of them. The attack does 20 damage to each. Like this is not a playable card. But it's still cool. What was the other? Oh yeah, so Giovanni's Persian is one of the sexiest. Hold on. Like, oh my good, like the amount of this is so hard to get in a PSA 10. Mine had little swirls. This actually might have been no, because mine had little swirls on it. And again, Ken Sugimori, or you have the pillar of the broken down gym. Yeah, it just looked back in the day. Persian was one of the best Pokemon for the move Slash. Back in the day, critical hits were based on speed. The faster your Pokemon, the easier it was to get a critical hit, especially with the move Slash. Slash had a higher than normal critical hit ratio to begin with. So if you have someone like Charizard, not super fast, but if you have someone like him, you'll get like a critical hit like 20-40% of the time. There were 2 Pokemon that if you use Slash got critical hits every time. Dugtrio. Now granted, Dugtrio you could get in Diglett's Cave, you can get him before you get the Can you get him before you go to Misty? I think you can. I think you can get Dugtrio before you go to Misty, but you wouldn't want to because you know, like Misty's a water type Pokemon, Dugtrio will get wrecked. But you can get him at like level like 28. And you can get him before you go to Lieutenant Surge. And they already like know dig. So they're like Lieutenant Surge is weak to him, but Dugtrio, which again no slash, it'll always be a critical hit because he's super fast and he'll always go first. But he's a ground type Pokemon, and slash is a normal type move. So Dugtrio is only going to get as much damage as a critical hit would normally get him. However, when you have a normal type Pokemon such as Persian, oh look at that sexy freaking beast. When you have a normal type Pokemon, there's these things called same type attack bonus. So let's say like Body Slam. Body Slam is a TM that you get on the SSN. Like almost anyone can learn Body Slam. So Venusaur, like Raichu having Body Slam is pretty dope. It's a powerful move, has a chance to paralyze, but it's a normal type move. So a Raichu knowing Body Slam, it's not going to get a same type attack bonus because that's an electric type Pokemon. Charizard knowing Slash, it's a normal type move, so it's not a same type attack bonus because he's a fire type Pokemon. And fire flying, actually. But Persian is a normal type Pokemon. Slash is a normal type move, so you have the same type attack bonus. Persian is very fast, will always go first, and it always gets a critical hit. Now, granted, you can't really get a Meowth until like you get to Lavender Town. He's going to be west of Lavender Town. You can get him in that little area, that little grassy area between the trainers. And it doesn't evolve. I don't know when Meowth evolves into Persian, but Persian doesn't learn Slash until like later in the game, like level like I think 50. Yeah, so it's kind of rough out there for Meowth. He knows Payday though. You can get a lot of money. Anyway, yep, Gym Heroes. It's going to be 2 series next to Prismatic series, bro. I would love that. Get Team Rock. So you're going to have like James is coughing, James is wheezing, Jesse's Ekans, Jesse's Arbok, Team Rocket's Meowth, maybe Giovanni's Persian. Again, Giovanni at this point would have had, and again in Gym Challenge, you had like Giovanni's Gyarados, and like didn't make sense at all. Why would Giovanni have a Gyarados? I have no idea. He does, at least in Gym Challenge. But yeah, in the games you have Kangaskhan, you have Persian, you have Rhyhorn, Rhydon, they have Nidoking, Nidoqueen, they have Dugtrio in there, and then in the later games, obviously, he has a lot more. He's actually in second generation as well. Giovanni has such a crazy It is such a crazy backstory. It is so good. It is just like, oh god, it is. Guys, read the books. I promise you, they are so good. Like, if you're a fan of Pokemon, if you're not, you'd be like, what is this? It's like there's so many monsters, there's so many things. What are like you're probably gonna be like, But if you at least like, oh yeah, I know, Pikachu and like Diglett and Bulbasaur, like if you know like a couple dozen or even a dozen, like you'll enjoy it. It's really good read. Like the first 7 like volumes where you have the obviously Pokemon Adventures with Blue and Red and Green, and then Yellow comes in, and then the whole thing, and then Lance, and then you get Gen 2, and then oh my god, then you have like Gold Silver, and then bro, and then with the legendaries, I cannot tell you how freaking that would make such a boss Netflix. You're making me go 90s over here when we used to use the word boss for everything. It was so good. Cannot tell you. Randy, do you ever go into any Pokemon tournaments? And if so, how did you do? I did when I was younger at like Toys R Us. I did not do good. Battling tournaments back like on the Game Boy. Well, I guess back then it was the 3DS. Yeah, didn't do that well. On Pokemon Rumble, Pokemon Unite, it was Pokemon, a game that you could play. I played it in Kuwait. And I was really good at that game, but it's all like luck. You have no idea who your team's going to be. Like for example, like Mewtwo sucks in that game. What really you want is someone with Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock, because what happens is if you have Toxic Spikes out there, or even spikes in general, every time a new Pokemon comes out, they get hurt by the spikes. Toxic Spikes, they get poisoned. And Stealth Rock, they get another like 20%. So you could have like a Pokemon, if you had a team that has poison, toxic spikes, or spikes, and then stealth rock, and you got to put them both out there. The rest of that person's team is just going to get wrecked because they're losing like 40% of their health as soon as they send the Pokemon out there, and then they might be poisoned as well. Yeah. Anyway, let me live in Ohio now. Almost there. Yes. Um, come hang. Yeah, I live in Ohio now. Should have. Hold on. Send me that later. But yeah, I wasn't really that good. At the card game, as I got older, I got really good. But now card games evolved so much. If they were to do an old school tournament with the first, from let's say the base set to like Neo Destiny, where you just had like the first editions and all, like I would do pretty well. Especially the first few decks, like base set, Fossil and Jungle, I'd be very good. The grass decks are pretty legit because like Butterfree, like, so you could just have a solid like Nidoking deck, and even Nidoqueen on that one might not be bad because you could have like Call for Boyfriend, where you can get some like male Nido, the Nidoran male line to go out there to get the Nidoking. You could have and I think there's one of her moves for Nidoqueen that gets more powerful however many Nidokings are on your bench. Because like Nidoran, okay, Nidorino is pretty good, but Nidoking knows Toxic and it does like 60. It does like 40 damage like each turn. And it's just like Pokemon back in the day only had 120 health, so redonkulous. And then you could have Butterfree that has Mega Drain. So Caterpie kind of sucks. Metapod is not horrible, but kind of sucks. But Butterfree with like Mega Drain, it does like I think like 40 damage or however much damage, and it takes some damage counters off of Butterfree as well. Bulbasaur's okay, Ivysaur's okay, but Venusaur Solar Beam is beast. Water is pretty good because you have Articuno there. That's a base Pokemon. It's a one evolution space Pokemon. So you can get him in there. You just get a couple of water energies, and he's good. Gyarados, you need a Magikarp, obviously, but even Dugong's not bad. So there are a bunch of decks that you can use. Ghastly though, that Destiny mon's a mother flapper. I just sent you how DM how Rivals looks. All right. Oh, you got the Cynthia's. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. I like Cynthia. I like Ho-Oh on there. Ho-Oh was really slept on. You have Team Rocket Executive with Rattata, and then Murkrow as well on her shoulder, and then obviously Giovanni with the Mewtwo is great. Oh, okay. That's not Butch and Cassidy. That's the rain. I think that's the one from X and Y, the rainbow one. Yeah, you have Murkrow, you have Rattata, you have Coughing, you have Arbok. Charbok. Wow, for how long? Come next week. Come this weekend. I have some time off. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Thanks, Omar. Ooh. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Anyway, that'll be it from me today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Al Gore's rhythm. Smash that like button. And we're gonna go get that bread. All right. I love you all. Class dismissed. Goodbye. Because